Atticus, why don't people like us and Miss Maudie ever sit on juries? You never see anyone from Maine come on a jury. They all come out from the woods.
I was wondering when that occurred to you. There are a lot of reasons. For one thing, Miss Maudie can't serve on a jury because she's a woman.
You mean women in Alabama can't?
I do. I guess it's to protect our frail ladies from sordid cases like Tom's. Besides, I doubt if we'd ever get a complete case tried. The ladies be interrupting to ask questions.
Women in the South are thought to be delicate, and men think they need to be protected.
Awake! What ho, Barbantio! Thieves! 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 Look to your house, your daughter, and your bags! Thieves! Thieves!
Unmarried women are regarded as their father's property, and the Blaze 2 marriages are marked by male jealousy and cruelty. Both wives are murdered by their own husbands.
If you had been on that jury, son, and 11 other boys like you, Tom would be a free man. So far, nothing in your life has interfered with your reasoning process. Those are 12 reasonable men in everyday life. Tom's jury, but you saw something come between them and reason. You saw the same thing that night in front of the jail. When that crew went away, they didn't go as reasonable men. They went because we were there. There's something in our world that makes men lose their heads. They couldn't be fair if they tried. In our courts, when it's a white man's word against a black man's, the white man always wins. They're ugly, but those are the facts of life.
Doesn't make it right. You can't convict a man on evidence like that. You can't.
You couldn't, but they could and did. The older you grow, the more of it you'll see. The one place where a man out to get a square deal is in a courtroom. Be he any color of the rainbow, but people have a way of carrying their resentments right into a jury box. As you grow older, you'll see white men cheat black men every day of your life. But let me tell you something, and don't you forget it. Whenever a white man does that to a black man, no matter who he is, how rich he is, or how fine of a family he comes from, that white man is trash.
According to Atticus, there's just something about race that makes white people crazy. He also acknowledges that law isn't a pure realm free of the prejudices that plague everyday life. It's subject to the same problems as society at large. Usually Atticus is a voice of hope for change, but here he flatly says that racism is a fact of life, suggesting that losing Tom's case severely dented his optimism concerning human nature, or else that, having sat through the case, Jem is ready to hear the truth. Grimmer version of how the world works.
Zounds, sir, you're robbed. For shame, put on your gown. Your heart has burst, you have lost half your soul. Even now, very now, an old black ram is tupping your white ewe. Arise, arise, awake the snoring citizens with the bell, or else the devil will make a grandsire of you. Arise, I say.
Othello is one of the first black heroes in English literature. He is a military general who has risen to a position of power and influence. At the same time, however, his status as a black-skinned foreigner in Venice marks him as an outsider and exposes him to some pretty overt racism.
There he is.
Look at him. Mr. Heck said that they walked in a straight line. He can't even stay in the road.
He looks more sick than anything.
The dog's name sounds suspiciously like that of another character. Tim Johnson, Tom Robinson. The mad dog in the novel symbolized Tom Robinson and foreshadows what will happen to him.
That's the fault. That handkerchief did an Egyptian to my mother give. She was a charmer and could almost read the thoughts of people. She told her while she kept it 'twould make her amiable and subdue my father entirely to her love. But if she lost it, or made gift of it, my father's eyes should hold her loathed, and his spirits would hunt after new fancies. She dying gave it me, and bid me, when my fate would have me wive, to give it her. I did so, and take heed on it. Make it darling, like your precious eye. To lose it, or give it away, were such perdition as nothing else could match.
Is it possible?
'Tis true, there's magic in the web of it. A Sibyl that had numbered in the world the sun to course 200 compasses, in her prophetic fury sued the work. The worms were hollowed that did breed the silk, and it was dyed in mummy, which the skilful conserved of maidens' hearts.
Othello gives it to Desdemona as a first gift. The handkerchief functions as a token of his love, which Desdemona cherishes. Iago also knows that, for Othello, the handkerchief symbolized Desdemona's fidelity, which is why Iago convinces his wife to steal it from Desdemona. The handkerchief also seems to function as a symbol of Othello's mysterious past and his exoticness.